That's why I really want this.
This meeting is being held in accordance with the public laws of 1975, Chapter 231, and adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by a notice sent to the Star Ledger, the local source, and posted in the main lobby of the municipal building and on the Township website. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence for our servicemen here and abroad. Thank you. Roll call.
Mayor DuBois.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Capides.
Here.
Committeeman Huber.
Here.
Committeeman Kaiser.
Present.
Committeeman Weber.
Here.
Okay, first we're going to start off with a proclamation for American Red Cross, American Red Cross Month. Is Paul Gass from American Red Cross here? Hey, Paul. Come on down. More than 137 years ago, the American Red Cross was established as a humanitarian organization guided by 7 fundamental principles, including humanity, impartiality, and independence, to provide services to those in need regardless of race, religion, gender, sexual orientation, or citizenship status. Today, the American Red Cross is one of the largest humanitarian organizations in the world and delivers its mission every day to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies. Every year, the American Red Cross, responds to an average of more than 62,000 disasters across the country, from small home fires to devastating massive disasters. In New Jersey, the Red Cross has a long history of helping our neighbors in need. The Red Cross New Jersey region assisted with 902 local disasters in the past year alone and helped save the lives through our Home Fire campaign. Since the campaign launched in October 2014, the New Jersey region has worked with community partners to install more than 31,761 smoke alarms. Meanwhile, in our area, the Red Cross handles an average of 5,100 emergency military calls every year and collects an average of 95,000 units of blood from our generous blood donors. March is Red Cross Month, a special time to recognize and thank the Red Cross volunteers and donors who give their time and resources to help members of the community. The Red Cross depends on these local heroes to deliver help and hope during a disaster. We applaud our heroes here in New Jersey who give of themselves to assist their neighbors when they are in need of a helping hand. The American Red Cross shelters, feeds, and provides emotional support to victims of disasters, supplies about 40% of the nation's blood, teaches skills that save lives, provides international humanitarian aid, and supports military members and their families. We dedicate the month of March to all of those who support the Red Cross, the American Red Cross mission to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies. Our community depends on the American Red Cross, which relies on volunteers and the generosity of the public to perform its mission. Now, therefore, I, Erica DuBois, the Mayor of the Township of Springfield, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution and laws of the Township of Springfield, County of Union, and the State of New Jersey, do hereby proclaim March 2019 as American Red Cross Month. I encourage all Americans to support this organization and its noble humanitarian mission. So thank you very
much. Just very quickly, I think the proclamation encapsulates pretty much everything. It's pretty long. As a Springfield resident and a proud employee of Red Cross, I just want to thank the Township for this recognition. We're doing important work every day. Disasters are happening more and more often, unfortunately, and I'm sure I'll find myself yet again jettisoning off somewhere to go and help with a hurricane or some such thing. So it's humbling work, and the work never ends. So thank you very much for this.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we have our Kite Festival and annual egg hunt Saturday, April 13th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Chisholm Park. And Linda and I were talking about it, that we were recently over at Costco, and they have a lot of kites out right now. So if you have children interested in the kite festival, that's one place where I know they have them. And I might have to head over and grab a couple myself. The township extends its condolences to CFO Michael Quick, his wife Teresa, and their family on the passing of Teresa's mother, Florence Impellizzeri. I apologize for the mispronunciation of the last name. Public comment on agenda items only. Okay, as I don't see any, we'll move on to reports. Finance.
I would like to make a motion to accept the total amount of payroll and vouchers for the period from February 27, 2019 to March 12, 2019 in the amount of $1,866,153.14.
I second.
Committeeman Kaiser,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kapidis.
Yes.
Committeeman Huber.
Yes.
Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
Mayor Dubois.
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes and executive meeting minutes of January 22nd as emailed.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? None.
I'd like to accept the Recreation Council meeting minutes of February 23rd, 2019 as submitted, and accept the draft meeting minutes of Union County Transportation Advisory Board of January 16th, 2019 as submitted. We don't have any new business. Oh, yeah, new business. Ordinances, we have second reading.
Ordinance 2019-02. This ordinance designates the parking area in front of the Springfield Annex Building for business only during set hours.
I'll make a motion to adopt 2019-02 as read by Madam Clerk and publicized in the local source March 21st, 2019.
I second.
Any public comment? Seeing as there's none. Any discussion up here?
No.
No.
I think it's a good idea.
Okay.
Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kapidis.
Yes.
Committeeman Huber,
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser,
Yes.
Mayor Dubois.
Yes.
Okay, we have a first reading on ordinance 2019-03. This ordinance amends the promotional procedure for the rank of fire captain.
I'm going to make a motion to adopt 2019-03 as read by Madam Clerk, also publicized local source March 21st, 2019, with a file and hearing on April 9th, 2019.
Any discussion?
No.
Second.
Okay.
Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
Committeeman Huber,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kapidis.
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser,
Yes.
Mayor Dubois.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to move on to resolutions. We will adopt them by consent. If there's anything that you'd like pulled, just mention it when we get there. Resolution 2019-102, 2019-103, 2019-104, 2019-105, 2019-106, 2019-107,
Yes.
okay. 2019-108, 2019-109, 2019-110. Okay, that's it.
Good.
So we just want to pull 2019-107. Who wants to do it?
I'll make a motion to adopt resolutions 2019-102 through 2019-106, and also 2019-108 through 2019-110.
Second.
Okay, Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
Committeeman Huber,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kapidis.
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser,
Yes.
Mayor Dubois.
Yes.
Okay, Resolution 2019-107. This resolution creates two new assistants to the Human Resources Department and establishes a monthly stipend for them.
I'd like to make a motion to accept resolution 2019-107 as read by Madam Clerk.
I second.
Okay. Rich, did you want to discuss it?
I want
Just
to
so-
know why we're creating new positions. I don't think we have enough positions in town. We've gotten by with all this before. I really don't, why are we creating new positions?
I I believe, Mayor Huber, I think they were former positions that CFO Michael Quick is currently handling, and with him leaving, I think this spreads some of his responsibilities to two people already who work for our township. I think that's in HR and.
Yeah, it was to streamline the
yes.
CFO position.
Yeah, all right, but I thought, it's me thinking, that we are paying somebody stipend right now to do human resources. We aren't? Check to make sure before you say that. I mean, Michael does a lot, but we are also paying someone to do some of the things. What's wrong?
No, I think we dissolved that function
Yeah, I
earlier
think,
this year. We dissolved that function earlier this year, and then from that, with Mr. Quick's leaving, we are redistributing his responsibilities to already existing employees and giving them stipends to cover those responsibilities.
yeah, he as it was explained to me, he covered the HIPAA requirement, and with him leaving, we had to have two people get HIPAA certified so that they could handle human resource issues.
I get very,
We talked about this in executive, though.
I don't know,
I think we could check with
I just disagree
Michael
with
Quick. Gotcha.
Okay.
Does anyone else want to add anything to it?
I'll do a roll call. Committeeman Kaiser?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Capides?
Yes.
Committeeman Huber?
No.
Committeeman Weber?
Yes.
Mayor Dubois?
Yes.
Okay, resolution passes.
All right, let me see. Discussion and action items. Weber.
Discussion action. First, approve request from the First Presbyterian Church of Springfield to waive all inspection permit fees in the amount of $559, which was associated with the rear porch replacement of Old Manse located at 41 Church Mall. I make a motion to adopt that.
Second.
Okay, Committeeman Weber?
Yes.
Committeeman Huber?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Capides?
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser?
Yes.
Mayor Dubois?
Yes.
Also have to approve a request from the First Presbyterian Church to waive all inspection permit fees, amount of $137 associated with the fire alarm system upgrade of the historic church building located at 201 Morris Avenue. I make a motion to adopt that.
Second.
Committeeman Weber?
Yes.
Committeeman Huber?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Capides?
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser?
Yes.
Mayor Dubois?
Yes.
I would like to make a motion to accept the resignation of Sam Ardini as a member of the Union County Committee on Revenue Sharing.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I would like to announce the appointment of Margaret Bandrowski to the Union County Committee on Revenue Sharing to fill the term of Sam Ardini expiring December 31st, 2019. Welcome, Margaret. Weber, you got the last one.
Yep. Approve a request from the Recreation Department for use of Albin Park and Pool Field by the Milburn Soccer Club is approved in 2018, which harmless and certificate of insurance was provided. And I make a motion to adopt that.
Second.
Committeeman Weber?
Yes.
Committeeman Huber?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Capides?
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser?
Yes.
Mayor Dubois?
Yes. Okay, under unfinished business, I just wanted to mention that this evening, prior to our meeting, we filmed the first of what will hopefully be many installments of Speaking Springfield, which is a new brief interview that we're going to do once a month with people around town, people who work for the township. The possibilities are really endless. We just want to try to utilize the TV station to communicate with our residents. And tonight's first interview, I had the pleasure of interviewing Sam Ardini, who you all know is our outgoing engineer, and it was a really fun interview, and I can't wait for it to air. So we'll air on the TV station, so look out for that. you want to follow up?
Yeah, and I think this all piggybacked off of a meeting that the mayor, Mr. Basicolo, Mr. Martini, and the station manager had last week, just talking about our television station and talking about the capabilities of it, what we can do, what we can't do, what we would like to do in the future. One of many things came about from that discussion, one of which is the idea that the mayor came up with about these short little interviews, but we are just right now researching better ways to reach out to the public with our television station. We have the ability, the sole availability in the township to air our own programming, and we'd like to take a look at the capability of what we can do to provide more information to the residents besides the message screen that we have. Because we are a station and we have our own station here, we've been receiving funding through a franchise agreement that was made several years ago, and we've really been taking that money and banking it and saving it. And we're now looking at perhaps some ways where we can spend some of that money to buy some equipment to possibly air some more programming on our station. What that looks like, what our expectations are, we don't know yet. It's a conversation that we're starting to have. Part of that conversation also was to perhaps repurpose some of the room here in the municipal building to make a makeshift, perhaps television studio, buying some television equipment with the money we received from the franchise agreement. So it's very exciting, a lot of possibilities. We're in the small stages yet. I'm sure you have questions, some of which we don't exactly have answers to yet because we're figuring it out ourselves. But we really do think this is a step in the right direction. Doing some things and taping our own programming and having that programming being on air to our residents is certainly a step. Again, we'd like to thank the township and our station manager for his help and guidance, and we look forward for good things to come. So, as they say in TV land, stay tuned, I guess.
I like the idea of the makeshift studio. It sounds very much like an 80s movie, so very fascinating. And to piggyback off of our first interview, which was with Sam Mardini, I want Sam, if you could come up to the podium for a minute. We weren't letting you go that easy. Have I ever had a microphone in my office? I'm going to speak into the mic so that everyone can hear me. On behalf of everyone sitting here and people who've sat here long before I have, we just wanted to take a moment to thank you for your dedication, your service, your knowledge, your friendship, and your hard work for Springfield. And we'd like to present you with this plaque from the Township Committee in recognition of your dedication and commitment to the Township of Springfield and its residents, March 1st, 1993 to March 14th, 2019. Thank you so much. I've learned so much from working with you, and I just appreciate all that you've done here. So thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh.
Thank you very much, Mayor Du Bois. And thank you, Township Committee. This is a very sad moment for me. As you know, Springfield is my hometown, even though I don't live here, but I feel like I do. I spend more hours here than I spend at home. I have enjoyed my work here for 26 years and a month. I have communicated with all of my colleagues and many of Springfield residents, and I have made many, many friends, hopefully no enemies. I have relied on my colleagues for me to succeed in any of the projects that I have worked on, and professional help from my very dear professional people that some of them are here tonight, from Keller Kirkpatrick's and others. But I do want to thank the Springfield residents for the opportunity that I got to serve you. And I want to thank my colleagues and especially my staff in the office who are amazing. And I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sam. Okay, oh, that's you, Weber, the last one. I'd just like to read.
Yeah, we're correspondence.
Oh, no, sorry.
No.
We already did the rec department of Alvin Field. I apologize. See, I'm just trying to keep you on your toes.
I do have something under unfinished business.
You do?
Yeah.
What is it?
Just if anybody out there is listening, or watching,
Or watch?
all right, on this kite festival, if anybody knows anybody, kites are very hard to fly. If anybody knows anyone who is an expert in flying a kite, bring them over. I'm trying to get some people from Facebook forums or whatever who know how to like professionally fly kites. So this, you know, there's some amazing things that I've seen guys do with kites on beaches and things like that. It's really cool when you sit there and see a 30, 40-foot kite flying around, and the kids would really love it. If anybody knows out there who knows somebody who flies a kite pretty good, bring them over, please.
Correspondence from Clark, Resolution 19-43, supporting Senate Bill 2256, Assembly Bill 1183, Main Street Assistance Program. Any discussion?
No.
And, yep,
I think it's a pretty good idea from Clark, and maybe we should consider doing it here. I don't know if it'll move in the Senate and Assembly, but it sends a good message, I think.
thank you.
Anyone else has any message?
Nope.
No.
Public comment, any governmental issue? Hey, Ms. Jones.
Hi, and congratulations on your new position. Yes, 3 items. Number 1.
Name and address.
Yes, Wendy Jones, 158 Milltown Road, Springfield, New Jersey. Now, I read the Springfield Patriot little squib there, but it was confusing. Is Sarah Bailey being demolished? Yes or no?
We still own it. We own, the town still owns it.
Still owns
Nothing has
it?
been decided, anything on that.
Nothing has been decided on that?
Not yet.
All right. Number 2, last May, there was a resolution passed in opposition to the Pilgrim Pipeline that will expire in May. Our group, CACP, wants to know how do we turn that, do something to make an ordinance, because we know a resolution is non-binding and it's only for a year. What are the steps we need to take to create an ordinance to say that we're opposed to a Pilgrim Pipeline?
So we have to look into that. Sure.
Resolution.
Typically, the expressions of the council are done by resolution because they're expressions, they're not something that's going to be ordained, it's going to be permanent in terms of codification or other things. So typically, these things are done by way of resolution, and if the committee wishes to adopt another resolution, when this comes up again in May, if it's still something that's active, then
Well, how do we facilitate that? How does our group facilitate
I
that?
think you just have, by bringing it up, right? So we
Just
can
bring it
address
up
in May.
before the expiration date, is that correct?
correct.
Before the, okay.
So could we have one on the agenda for
We can- yep.
next meeting?
We can get one. Yep.
Okay, we'll be here. All right, the third thing is our group continues to look at Sarah Bailey and make sure that we get an ordinance for the pipeline opposition, the Pilgrim Pipeline proposed. But we also are now looking at gun control. We're working nationally with a group, and locally we have submitted information, questions to Chief Cook to find out what is the source of gun violence in Springfield and how we can help. So we'll let you know what we'll be doing on that. But just wanted to keep you abreast of what we're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other public comment on any governmental issue? Seeing as there is none, we're going to head into executive session.
Resolution 3/1219, whereas Article 6 of the Open Public Meetings Act provides that a public body may hold a closed session, and whereas the Township Committee will during this meeting enter into discussion of the following matters: redevelopment on Church Mall, contract negotiations, RVSA flow rights, tax appeal agreement on reverse appeals, personnel CFO position. Whereas the matters to be discussed in closed session are to remain in the strictest of confidence by all Township Committee members in furtherance of their fiduciary duties to the Township. Now therefore, be it resolved, matters discussed at this meeting will be released to the public when reasons for discussing and acting upon them in closed session no longer exist.
I make a motion to go to executive session.
I second.
And we will not be taking any action after.
All in favor?
Aye.